Sorry, I'm mid drink. Welcome, y'all,
Welcome
to Shade in the
to
City.
Shade in the City.
I'm your girl Trees.
It's Nellz.
Oh, you didn't hear me say I'm your girl Trees? Oh, okay, yeah. And we are
Yes,
here to get into raising Kanan. Well, power. Let me start it off right. Huh?
I said it's a delay.
Okay, okay, yeah, I was gonna say that delay is back. But yes, oh, okay, already 5 people in the chat, 5 people watching. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. We
What's up,
apologize
Jeremiah?
for yesterday. But we here. Hey Jeremiah. But yeah, we here, we together, we ready to go over it. This is Power, book 3, what is this, fours? No, I'm sorry, not fours, Raising
It's
Kanan.
Raising Kanan,
Y'all,
Power
it's been
Book
a while.
3,
Season 3, episode 1.
Episode 1, Home Sweet Home.
I said that. So
You said what? Home Sweet Home? I didn't hear that come out at all.
so yeah, y'all. If you haven't already, please. No, but I corrected it. You just didn't hear it because of the delay. But yeah, y'all. So if you haven't already, please make sure, let everyone know that we're here, and make sure y'all hit that like button
and that subscribe button.
And yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and run this intro and let's get into it.
Pull it up.
Let's get ready to get shady. I will say, you stupid. But I will say, y'all, that again, I'm the newbie, so bear with me in the chat, okay? Do not eat me alive. I'm just going to preface that before we get into this. I am the newbie to the group, okay? Y'all know everything already. I'm still figuring out names. But anyway, let's get shady, y'all. Well, y'all, welcome back.
Welcome. I see you,
Blatant Truth. Little, since the music started late, I had to give y'all a little extra. Oh, Blatant Truth is here. Oh, look. Okay, let me look at the comments. Who's here? We know our resident power expert, stars expert, Jeremiah in the building. Blatant Truth, welcome. Oh, Blatant Truth, I got a new one for you. I have a new well, I'm not gonna, hold on. I won't say favorite, but second favorite. I actually found somebody more than a little bit, like close to 10. We're almost there, not there yet. I believe it was close enough.
I believe it was Blatant Truth that we were talking about. Neek. That's who we were talking about from when we were talking about power.
Ooh. And see, I didn't. And if again, I was still rough on the names, so if a lot of my notes call him Joey Good Looking Ass, that's because that's how I referred to him until I figured out that his name was Joey
Good Looking Ass.
So it was Joey Good Looking Ass.
You so stupid.
Okay, Joey Good Looking Ass. Yes, unique, or AKA Joey Good Looking Ass. But anyway, so we're gonna start this off again, y'all. Bear with me. So I believe this man's name is Marvin that has gotten pow pow when we open up the episode. And his homeboy dropped down in the chat. Well, whatever the name is, his homeboy.
No, it was his neighbor.
Oh, it was his neighbor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Thank you for saying that because now that makes so much
He
sense to
said, "Do
me.
you know
Because
that Howard
I'll
is
explain
Kanan's
later on
father?
because I didn't
Like, do
understand
you at
certain
least know
aspects.
that Jeremiah?" She does know that.
Yes, I do know.
She
I
put
do.
that in
Okay, I do know that much, Jeremiah.
there.
Welcome, welcome for forever, aka D. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
So yes, I do know that Omar Epps is his daddy. But it looked, and it was funny because right before we came up here, Nellz was talking to me about somebody named Malcolm, and I said, "Well, who was that?"
Howard.
So, and then she had to explain that it was Omar Epps, and I was like, "Okay, see, I know who Omar Epps and Howard is. I don't know who Malcolm is." It was
The police called him
basically,
Howard.
right. So basically, he's just happy that I guess the bullet went straight through. So he's still living, breathing. But it was very. I didn't need that much, but I guess to really get the scene, it had to be graphic. But I didn't need that much. So then we see Rock. She's at the hospital on the phone telling. Don't make
Lou.
me say Lulu because I just told you I thought his name was Lulu.
It's Lou.
Lou. Okay. So he's basically that's her brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's telling him to put everything on Crown. Now this is where you're gonna get on me. I'm sure all of y'all. I don't know who that is. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out who Crown
You
is,
got to
but
go back. He's from the
apparently,
last
they
season.
putting everything on. Oh, okay, okay. So so then the police roll up. They want to ask. He said
Blatant
Lulu or
truth.
Lou.
Look at what blatant truth say. No,
um,
the other one, the
Blade True
last one.
said that guy's
Look at the last message she wrote.
okay. So who was the guy in the wheelchair? Is that the guy that was driving him?
The
Is
guy
what
that's
she's
in the
saying?
wheelchair helped Marvin. Yeah, and he was
Because
in
that's
the
what I'm
well,
thinking.
yeah, he was in the apartment. He was the neighbor.
Oh, okay.
It's the end of the last season.
Got it. Okay. Blatant Truth said Lou equals Vic always whining.
Maybe that's
He
why
did. Okay, so I
maybe
did
that's
get that
why I like
vibe, and I was
Lou.
like, y'all.
Maybe that's why I like Lou, because I like Vic too. Maybe that's
Oh,
what it is.
Crown was Quincy. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm still not
yeah,
that
he
caught
was.
up yet, but thank you, thank you.
You know what's so funny? So
So anyway, so
I
they asking
now
her.
I know he actually wasn't being shady. I thought he was trying to be shady and be like, just explain who he just explain who he was. Like he was like, do you know who Howard is? Like, do you know that's Kanan's father? I thought he was trying to be shady, but no, he's actually trying to tell you who the man is. Don't do that.
Well,
Don't do that.
Jeremiah got my back because he came to tussle with you early. He came to
He
tussle
always
early. I'm here
do.
for it.
He always do.
Um,
But you know what? He bows out early too.
you stupid. So anyway, so then they're asking, what happened, and basically telling him it's now a crime scene. And telling him to, now that he knows his sister is alive, that basically they need to come and talk to him, and I guess try to get the truth about him. And yeah. And then I said, we see the guy who got shot. Again, y'all, bear with me. Oh, I'm sorry, Pow Pow. We see the guy who got Pow Pow, which I now know is Marvin. But again, I was still fresh in my notes. Go into some stash spot to grab something while the one who wasn't injured sat in the car. And then I put confusing question mark. But now that I know that he was in a wheelchair, now it makes sense to me.
Oh my god.
Don't judge me, y'all.
He's like, why the hell he didn't get out the damn car? Why did he
Go
just get
ahead,
out?
Nels. Go ahead. I was so confused. I'm like, you got all your intestines and stuff hanging out, and you got to be the one to get out the car. That just seemed a little crazy.
Okay, so
Just my thoughts.
He gets home. He finds out that his older brother Ronnie is there. Apparently, he got released a week early. His girl is in there going crazy, like, what is this crazy mother doing in the house? Like, you ain't telling me he was supposed to come home. And, he's kind of like, that's my brother. What you expect me to do? Now, he's trying to make small talk with his brother. His brother, Ronnie, really ain't even trying to hear it. He did notice that Nick had blood on his sleeve. And, Nick came up with some BS excuse about how he got scratched on the car door or whatever. They realized that they both still full of crap. Because Nick was like, oh, you still, same old person. And he was like, you still with the same BS too. So then the police, they're talking to Rock about, what went down and want to know about the Baisley Park and Jamaica houses, and she's putting everything on Crown, basically. These are her stash houses. These are her stash houses. She's like, Crown was in some crazy stuff. That's Crown for you. Everything is on Crown. Everything is on Crown. Okay. Gone man can't tell no tale. Okay. And basically Lou is telling the
well, now that I know who Crown is, I'm interested to see Crown as
well. He's a goner in this season here. You're gonna have
to didn't mean to cut you off.
To meet Crown. You're gonna have to go back. He's a goner.
No, but it gives me more motivation to go back and find out who he is.
I don't think you're gonna like his character. But yeah, basically Lou was doing what he was told, putting everything on Crown. Then in the midst of all this stuff, Burke basically tries to confront her partner Malcolm, about all his lies and
Howard.
The captain. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Tries to confront him about all his lies and stuff, and the captain basically got on her ass and basically was like, everything she was saying was BS. Okay. Then suspended her. Okay. Then told her that she's coming up with all of this BS because of her childhood trauma. He was like, I was there to witness it all. And this is why you acting out the way you acting. Which brother?
Ford Forever said, I think she's talking about Ronnie. You could clarify in the chat, but I feel strong she's talking about Ronnie.
Okay.
Because I feel the same way. Because Cortland, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. Ronnie was looking at Unique like, yeah, I'm home now. I'm the boss again. Okay, so they over here having a whole dialogue in chat. Really I'm here for it.
She said you ain't missing that much when it comes to Crown.
Blatant Truth said I'm not missing much when it comes to Crown. Look, as long as he's a good looking ass, like
I was about to say
good looking ass Joey, then we could.
Look, ain't nobody touching Joey.
I'm just saying, y'all got y'all little, what's his name? Y'all got Woody or whatever his name is, Kane. So
Okay.
I'm just saying. And what's the other one? And Tommy. So
and Unique. Listen,
so I'm just saying, let me have Joey good looking ass.
For me, I would drop both of them for Nick. And even Tommy.
Jeremiah said Unique is in trouble this season. He's gonna get taken out.
She left Nick out. You see, she left Nick out. I corrected it. Don't you worry, boo.
Look, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm taking ownership.
And
I'll take that.
You. And I corrected you.
But I'm with Jeremiah. I'm with Jeremiah and Cortland. I think that Ronnie he seems a little off kilter. He's unhinged a little bit. Yeah, I think he's gonna cause a lot of trouble. And granted, I'm new to this, so I don't know if y'all know. Did he have a past on the show that we know about? That we know he's gonna be so
he's good
terrible?
to the show.
What do I need to know? Hmm. Okay. You was done with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you already talked about them interviewing her. Did you say anything about who are the Skylocks?
Are you talking about the Italians? What are you talking about?
Oh, is that
I
who that's what I have
well,
in the Skylocks. Um,
I left I left off with Bert getting suspended.
okay. I just want to know for learning purposes who the hell is the Skylocks. That's all.
I
But
don't know what
if you're
I
saying
don't know.
those are the Italians, um,
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
that's what she said when she was talking to. She said that he owed the Skylocks some money, and he had to pay, and they came after her to pay his debts. That's why I was
Oh,
asking her
you're
if
talking
we
about
go
the people that you're talking about the
if we
people that
go
came
to
after
her
her.
story, right? That's all I was
Yeah,
saying. Nothing important.
yeah. No, I
So
believe,
anyway,
yeah, I believe that those are the Italians. She was getting real frisky and acting like, she was the big dog, and that's really, yeah, she was trying to play them, and they wasn't having it. So they tried to take her out.
well, I guess speaking of the Italians, the next scene is my good old boy Tony Danza. I was like, is that his
You
real name in real life, or did I just
you
make
know
that up? But
what,
Tony
Tree?
Danza, but his name in the show is Stefano.
I could
Um,
not think of his name to
what?
save my life. I was like, I know who this man is. Why can I
Oh,
not
I
think of
knew
this man's
immediately.
name? I couldn't think of his name. It would not come to me. It would not
Oh
come to
no,
me.
I knew immediately. I was like, it's Tony.
It was driving
Yeah,
me
no.
crazy. I even asked
So
my mom. I
apparently
was like,
he's
Mom, tell me
Stefano.
who this dude is. She couldn't do it either.
I feel like I forgot what show he was on that I know him from. I mean, he's been on several, but yeah, I just feel like even if that's not his real name, that's like Screech. I don't know Screech's real name. He's always going to be Screech
Hmm.
whenever I see him, or like Urkel, even though I do know his real name. But anyway, so Stefano is talking to some guy from The Sopranos about how he messed things up. He takes him outside because he lets him know that the feds are listening in through the fish. Again, y'all can clean this up when I'm done. I'm just giving you what I got. These are my notes, okay? This is my perception. So, anyway, Sally, hold on. Sally tries to explain himself. Oh, so is that his name, Sally? But Stefano tells him that he's done. So y'all want to clear that up for me? What just happened?
I don't know. You named a whole nother
Um,
show. You talking about the
because
dude from The Sopranos and girl.
that's what the dude from The Sopranos. That was the dude that he was talking to. I didn't get his name though.
Oh, he said his name.
Look, somebody gonna come in the
Sal
chat and
Buscemi. Sal
was it
Buscemi.
Sal?
Buscemi.
Sal Bo. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Jeremiah. Cortland says Rock will make anything up to get people to leave her alone. Okay. I'm kind of noticing that. And one thing I will tell you is Nellz has been debating me because so far I like Rock. And apparently I'm not supposed to. So I
Well,
guess maybe
no,
I'm
I
still too new and she
no.
hasn't done enough for me.
Exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, if you don't like Monet because of the type of parent she is, but you like Rock, that's the oxymoron. That's ass backwards. You just have to see the type of parent Rock is. You are one
Mm.
episode in.
She's trying to do better. I see her,
She always says
I
that.
see her willingness and want to do better and be a better. Oh, okay. Okay. So then Rock gets back home and obviously she got one arm because it's in a sling, so she's worried about unpacking. Marvin basically tells her that Kanan needs to help her because I don't know if Nellz talked about it, but Kanan was in the waiting room um, him and Jukebox were in the waiting room waiting for her at the hospital. So basically, Kanan's like, I'm not helping. I don't live here. Um, and then, Rock just brushes it off and it's like,
Blatant truth.
we're going to sit down. We're going to have a conversation. She sits him down at the table. What?
It was a comment. Go ahead.
Oh, basically. And but yeah, but no, and so she sits them down and talk and basically lets them know that, she's giving up the game. She's done. She don't want to live like this no more. It's too much at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, look at her. That's why I said she's turning over a new leaf. I don't know why y'all giving Rock such a hard time. I like Rock Tree. Nellz doesn't like her because she likes blue/fit.
It's bull. Watch when she figures out the type of parent that Rock is, she's not gonna like her either.
And you know what, blatant truth? I think it has a lot to do with too that I might end up not liking her character, but the fact that she can act so well, I think that I can move past it and still like her. Whereas, with Monet, that's difficult. That's a hard pass, For Forever said, Rock is for self only.
Mess. That was shady.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That was shady. See, Rock is for self only.
Honesty is the best policy. Rock is going to be back in the game. That's all she knows. Well, I mean,
exactly.
You got to get it how you live, right? How? Because when she was saying it, I was like, well, what else are you going to do? How is she gonna? What is she gonna do? How is she gonna support her family?
That's not the point. You are commending her for getting out the game, and she's not going to get out.
Everybody makes mistakes, as my son would say. Anyway, so Cortland says Marvin is the exact opposite. He's been pow and everything, and he still wants to be it's giving what's the little boy that we saw? D-Mac. That's what it's giving. D-Mac.
It is giving D-Mac.
It's giving those vibes. Don't do that to Monet just because you know that's Mary. Clearly we have a Mary fan in the chat. Look, I ain't say nothing about her singing, but her acting.
Oh my God. Okay, were you done?
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
So back at the house, Marvin is trying to
and then I think the only thing I have is in Lou, right?
Huh?
No, I said the only thing I have is that they kicked Lou out of his studio, and so now he all sad because he ain't got nowhere to go.
I am so far removed from them police.
Oh, you're like I've moved on.
That's why I'm trying to figure out where you was at. Anyways, back at the house, Marvin is trying to put Kanan in check, telling him, you need to help your mom pack. She only got one arm right now, and he like, I ain't doing that. He like, I don't live here. That ain't my business. That ain't my problem. Listen.
Oh, I just did that.
Huh? What?
I just did that. Yeah, that's when I was talking about how she was such a great person and she said she was going to change her life around.
Oh.
And she was giving up the game.
Oh, then you cut it off in the middle of the scene, I guess?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I might have. So, yeah, I guess I did. Because all I got was that she was giving up the game.
Girl, no, that's a huge, okay. All right.
Oh, and she apologizes to Jukebox.
Okay, so Rock, Marvin, Kanan, and Juke are all sitting down at the table. Rock basically is giving her condolences to Juke for losing Kenya and let her know, she was hurting. And she felt sorry for the way she treated her. And, Juke she really don't want to hear it because she really don't believe her mom came out of her mouth and said that. But Rock also said, that she's done with that life. Like Tree said, she's giving it up. It costs more than she's willing to pay. Kanan said that, you know, that still don't make them cool. He said, look, he said, I'm still mad at you, boo. Okay. And the only reason why he showed up to the hospital is to put all this BS story that her and his father came up with. Okay. Which got Marvin at the table going crazy. He like, what? Your father? DEFCON ain't here no more. Okay, so who the hell is this boy talking about? Okay. So, you know, basically Kanan is done with this conversation. He ran outside.
Okay.
Huh? What are you saying?
DEFCON.
DEFCON is the one that's supposed to be. That's who he was made to believe was his father all this time. We never saw DEFCON. We just heard
was
of
he
DEFCON.
somebody special, or
he was a major drug dealer. He was locked up, but we never saw him. And I think, and he's gone now. He's, you know, in the heavens above. Did you get that?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, Juke ran outside after Kanan, you know.
Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, covered. I just,
begging him to give Rock one more chance. And he said no, because he don't believe her. And you know, he was like, she got your mom taken out of here. Okay, basically, this is who she is. She gets everybody wrapped up in her BS, gets them, you know what I mean, hurt or whatever. And you know, she messes up everything she touches. And he said he ain't going out like that. So he took off. You know, Rock back in the house finally told Marvin basically that Malcolm or Howard is Kanan's father. And the reason why she wants to keep it a secret is because he's a cop's kid, and Lord only knows what would have happened to that boy. Okay. So now, okay, I'll go on to the next thing. Okay. So Burke, she is getting reamed out by her father because she's suspended without pay and under investigation. Her captain thinks that she could possibly even be fired or put in prison. Okay. So he's telling her, you know what I mean? Well, she's trying to tell him, you don't understand, you know, Howard is dirty or whatever. And he's like, no, you don't understand. All right. He's not the one under investigation. All right. What you need to be worried about is your ass. Stop worrying about this man. Okay. So he said that he's going to talk to the union rep. He knows their language. He's going to get it taken care of. He was like, just trust me. I got this. So, you know, she agreed. All right. Go on, Tris. Go on.
So I'm just going to address some of the comments. Jeremiah said Rock is a manipulative liar. She lied to her son about who his father was. Then on top of that, sends him to go, you know, try to unalive him. And then he finds out his dad. Didn't Monet do the same thing with like?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't tell. No, she didn't. No.
Okay, I felt like she was trying to get her kids to off Mecca. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's not this, but what I said was if you don't like Monet's parenting, you definitely won't like Rock. So the fact that you're even comparing them right now, the fact that you're even comparing them is proving my point.
I'm just saying.
Proving my points. You made the comparison. I'm just saying.
I still like her. I think everybody deserves a, you know, fair chance.
That's because ignorance is bliss, and you don't know who she is yet.
I didn't hear you. You cut out, thankfully.
I said
but anyway,
and you don't know who she is yet.
Well, at least she does it. Again, she acts well. She's gonna keep lying. Blatant agrees that she's gonna keep lying. What, y'all just give her such a bad rap. She also lied to Jukebox about what her mom kept before she died. Lies on lies. So, okay, Jeremiah, can you fill me in? What was said? What did Kenya's mom really say? Because, I mean, the mama didn't sound like that great of a person anyway, the way she was treating Polo Jukebox. But again, I'm new to this, so, you know, don't tear me up.
She was a super Christian, and Jukebox is gay. So I know that was one issue. She took it to the church and tried to get her turn straight.
Oh, and that makes sense. Cortland says that's why Kanan told Tommy he never had a father because his father was a cop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, that'll do it. So we see Joey good looking ass. He's riding around with Ronnie. Uh Ronnie complains about, how they ain't been doing it like they used to on the block when it was hot and they was, like they was Lil Wayne and, Birdman, and they was, what happened to that boy, and they was on the rooftop, and it's not like that no more. So and he wanted to get it back, but he's like, it's not like that no more. And he was like, well, now you just a dusty and you done demoted yourself, to an entry level position. And when I left, you was a whole CEO. And basically
It's
what I
giving
got from the
Diamond and
scene is
Jannard.
you done lost your power. Yeah, that's it. Well, and I also got it. I got the fact that he feels like he might be a little pussy whip. That's what I got from.
Well, he
But
definitely ain't that.
oh, you don't think so? Okay. Rock said that
He
Kenya
went
told
and
me
saw
she
his
loved you
girl and then went
before
to go take
she
down
died.
Rock in
That's
the
a damn
same
lie.
night.
Oh, I know.
Consider that pussy whip.
Oh, well, sometimes
She's just out
you can
here
be good
whipping.
looking and do bad
She's
things.
just out here whipping
So,
pussy.
so Kenya didn't get a chance to say a word before getting unalive. That's what I was thinking, blatant truth. I was like, I didn't hear her say nothing crazy significant that would, like, I mean, I know she was making up the story for Jukebox, but I was just like, did she really say something that we missed? But anyway, so
Well, girl,
basically
you would have missed
Kanan
it
is talking
anyway.
to, I believe it's
You ain't even see Kenya, child.
I did see Kenya. I
When
did
you
see
saw
Kenya
Kenya?
on the little poster board that they left
Oh,
for
her
her at
obituary.
the
You did,
certain
yeah. Mm-hmm.
at the door.
She wasn't doing no
Yeah,
talking.
I saw her on the obituary and the picture.
She definitely wasn't doing no talking then.
Well, I mean, at the door, I saw the back. I saw the back of her before she hit the floor. I mean, that's
She
really
wasn't doing no
terrible,
talking.
but that
She couldn't have did no talking then either.
that's no. Uh, Jeremiah said Ronnie is a better actor than the guy that plays Diamond. I
That's I agree.
Ronnie, you know what, Jeremiah, the only reason why whoever the guy is plays that plays Ronnie, I think does so well is because he reminds me of. He reminds me of Anthony from Love After Lockup. Like he gives true. He just got out of jail. Like he really do.
I
He
see
gives
that.
me Anthony vibes from Love
I
After
see that.
Lockup.
I can see that.
Yeah. Um. Right. So anyway, so then Kanan's talking to, I believe his homeboy Fame is his name. And
Mm-hmm.
he's talking about how he's never gonna go back home. And Fame's like, well, we gotta figure something out because the rent is due and we ain't got no money. And we getting evicted. So Kanan suggests that he's gonna go to his weed man or Fame's weed man, Simrod, to see if they can get some work. And basically, Fame is like, I'm not built for these streets. I don't want to live that life, but they need money. So it is what it is. And then Lou seems to be going off talking to Marvin about how, Rock betrayed him. He brings up somebody named Scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Drop in the chat.
That was a
Fill me
homeboy.
in.
That was somebody
And
a
how
part of
he
the
wasn't
crew.
a snitch, but got it. But Rock, offed him for nothing. So Marvin believes
Well,
that, he might not have been a
not even
snitch,
off him. He
but
had Lou do it
he was
because
up to
she's a
something.
manipulator and evil. Did you get
Well, how
that?
could she make him? We got to take personal responsibility, folks.
No, she
I'm
makes
just
everybody
saying.
do everything.
Now, how could she make him?
She makes everybody do everything because technically it's like it's her business and they work under her, just like any other drug game or you know what I mean, drug dealer. Like there's a boss and there's people that work for her or work for them.
Okay. Well, he feels like, I guess, I think if you go to the polls, they don't say, "Oh, your sister made you do it." They say you did it and you going to jail. But that's here nor there. But anyway, so he feels like Scrap didn't deserve that, and F Rock, you know.
So
Oh,
then
I was
Juke,
I was
she's
done. I was done.
sitting down with her school counselor, who clearly just does not give a damn at all. She wants to know, which way she wants to take her career, but then tells her only options are White Castle, McDonald's, and the military. And Juke really wasn't here for none of this. She was like, "Boo, I sing, okay." And that girl told her that is not a career, that is a pastime. And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's what we're not about to do." Juke got her butt up and walked right out of there. And
Right.
look, and look, the counselor was not. She was unfazed. I'm gonna sit here, eat my little bologna sandwich, and go on about my day. Then Howard and Rock are talking about how Kanan came and talked
It
to.
didn't look. It didn't even look fried.
You said what? What'd you say?
I said it didn't even look fried. That's the terrible part. You just eating a raw. I said the bologna didn't even look fried. It just looked like
I
raw
don't
bologna.
I
That's the
don't know
sad
what the
part.
hell
You ain't
she.
even
For
put it
all I
on.
know,
That's
she was
real
eating a wish
nasty.
sandwich. It just looked nasty. Okay. But yeah, how Howard and Rock are talking about
I
how
bet she used Miracle.
that is not meant for sandwiches. Mm, that is a dressing. Um, yeah. So Howard and Rock are talking about how Kanan came and talked to him, and he said, Kanan needs to know that they're on the same side, and she said, no, he don't, because we're definitely not on the same side. So he told her, look, when it comes to our kid, we definitely are. Okay. So then Burke sat down with the captain, and said the IAD brought up some questionable relationships, she's been having with minors. They brought up Laverne, some kid named Andrew, and Nicole Bigham. I don't
I
remember who the
said,
hell
"Damn,
Andrew
you
is.
trying to get her with the kitty?"
It wasn't, yeah, but it wasn't like that. And basically said that they're doing a good job of making her look like crap. Well, maybe that's why I don't like him, because I don't like Angela.
Uh, Howard is the male version of I guess at first I
She's
was
an
gonna
Angela
say,
lover.
I don't know about that Cortland, but now when you say that,
Only Angela wouldn't have did the
who
things that
me?
Howard did the end of this episode. Angela was too she was too pussy for that.
Right. No, for forever. I absolutely agree. I thought that was super sad that she just shot that girl's dreams down like that. That was just so awful.
Yeah. So then Fame and
Okay.
Kanan went to go see Famous's weed man, his connect or whatever, so that they could sell for him on the south side.
Simran.
And girl, please, this is the only scene he gonna be in. I don't give a damn about keeping that man's name. Um, so he basically he said he wasn't with it. He don't want his stuff on the south side, and really, he don't trust Fame. Okay, to not smoke it all before he get his damn money. I said, well, that's probably why he ain't got the rent. I wouldn't be. Listen, I don't blame him. I don't blame him not one bit.
Right. Agreed. So then we see Marvin, he's going through a box of items, I guess that the church has left behind from Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Juke walks in, he's telling her they're having a memorial service and that he'll go with her, even though he don't really like, the church folks. And we finally see, Jukebox get emotional about losing her mom. And then Kanan and his homeboy get a knock at the door, and of course it's Omar Epps or Howard and Brock. They ask Fame to leave so they can have a few words with Kanan. And then basically I thought it was cute when he was like, "Oh, so y'all supposed to be getting back together? Like, is this what we doing?" I was like, "Oh, that was shady." Then lets him know that they basically he needs to keep his mouth shut about who he is, and then something about how the South Side is just up in arms because the FBI is looking at them. And then Kanan brings up Shannon, or what's the girl, Burt, snooping around and how much she knows. So then Rock questions why his partner knows so much and how he plans to handle it. And then Rock promises that, oh no, I'm sorry. Then Omar, Howard, he promises he's gonna fix everything. And he got his partner, he gonna deal with that. And y'all, I don't know if they just maybe because of season 3, I was just a little flabbergasted, you know. At, it was just so abrupt and just, to the point.
What do you
But
mean?
we'll get there.
Oh, at
So
the
then
end?
we see Detective Burke's. Yes, I was
Oh,
like, oh Jesus.
she was talking too much.
So then we see Detective Burke's girlfriend breaking up with her because she's embarrassed herself chasing this whole thing with Howard. And yeah, that's what I have. Oh, I can do the next scene. I'm happy to do the next scene. Um, so we see Neek's girl. She's talking about feeling uncomfortable, because Ronnie is in the house, and he reassures her nothing gonna happen. And he plans to head out, and then he goes to decide to roll up and go see Miss Rock,
That is not how the next scene
which I was here
ended.
for.
He said, I'll take care of it. Okay. That's not how it ended. All right.
Oh,
Look at you. You jumping ahead. Look at you. You just want to get into the scene. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
over by the buttered rolls.
Yeah. That's exactly what I got. So Kanan went by the old house where Lou was. Lou was getting drunk as per usual nowadays, talking about how he grew up in that house. And um, Kanan said so did he, but of course Lou feels like it don't mean nothing to Rock because she's just willing to get rid of it. Then he touches on how Rock had him get rid of D-Wiz, which Trace I already explained to you who D-Wiz is. And Kanan felt like, you know, but you could have said no. But then he knows who his mama is, so he was like, you know what, I could have said no too. So
Hold
to
on,
Tracy's
is D
point,
Wiz the same guy as?
D-Wiz is gone. He been gone. That was I told you that was Kanan's best
So
friend.
is D Wiz? No, but is D Wiz the same guy as? Oh, so that's not the one guy that.
Scrap?
Okay,
Is that who you talking about?
it's so many people that was getting unalived.
The same guy as who? You talking about Scrap?
Scrap, yes. Okay, that they're not the same
No.
person.
No, it's not the same person.
Yeah,
No, this was
Scrap
like
and D
this
Wizard. Okay, okay,
no, Scrap was like a
okay.
grown man who was part of the crew. Everybody trusted him. He was cool with everybody. D-Wiz was Kanan's best friend. Like they went to school together. He was young. He was a kid. You got that?
Got it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, got
So
that. Got
Nick
that.
getting on my damn nerves. He decides to roll up on Rock, trying to be all cute and sexy and stuff. You know.
And he was. It won't no trying about it.
And then just like invited himself in for real, for real. That's you know, that's how that scene ended. Then Howard, he's on a payphone, talking to who I assumed was Burke, telling her, that this has been going on for too long. They can meet up, you know what I mean, and he'll tell them everything. Okay. Then Neek, we get back to them. He's in the kitchen with Rock over by the stove. Um, he literally had her bent over on the counter. And I'm sure he put her what?
Hot blooded rose. Those damn
I
butter
don't know. Listen,
rolls.
I love me some Neek, but it was given that it was
Woo.
pretty quick. It was given that it was real quick though.
And I think it look. I think it was honey butter too. I think it was honey butter. It was just.
I was starting to say something else, but it's probably not live appropriate. Um,
I,
then Marvin, he went to the memorial while Juke stayed at home and listening to some old records that her mom had in her box. She was at home going through the box, looking at pictures and records and stuff while he went to the church to show his condolences.
oh, so then hold on, let me find my spot. So poor Detective Burke. Is this about right? I think it is. Yeah. So he done called Detective Burke, convince her to come meet with him in an undisclosed location in the dark. Okay. Not in the daylight, in the dark. She thinks she
In
being
the
cute.
park
She
after
thought she was
dark.
going to try to record him. He's like, I'll tell you whatever. Right. He's like, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just, how much do you know? And so she starts spilling about how she, knows about Kanan is his son, that he was sleeping with Rock when she was underage, and then she got pregnant. And then says something about, she brings up something about him unaliving someone named, or covering up unaliving someone named Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And before she could even get her sentence finished,
That's what did it.
he done already pow powdered
Took the girl
her,
out.
and you know wipes off the gun, puts it in her hands, and then finds wipes off his face, and finds a tape recorder. Smart guy. And and leaves and walks away Swiss. It was, I don't know, it was just, again, I was just like, wow, it was just so. I said, oh, is this how Raising Canaan goes? Because I don't even think whatchamacallit is this rough. It was a lot. It was a lot. For my first episode, it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. I was like, Jesus, I was just over here enjoying Joey good looking ass, and then all of a sudden, somebody, wow, it was a lot. All right. Ford Forever says Rock don't care who gets off unalived, as long as she's on top. I can see that, but that's how you stay on top. Cortland, once Howard called me and told me to meet him, um, I would have said that I would, and then went home. Oh, okay, I
Basically,
get what you're saying. You would have
would have
said
met
you
up.
would have, and
Yeah.
then went home. Um, Howard is going to get exposed, and he's going to have to get taken out. Oh, I absolutely foresee that. I just
The
didn't
thing is,
like. Do y'all understand? I mean, in comparison, for me, this being my first of Raising Canaan, um, that's like Sax being taken out episode one. That's why I was like, oh, that was a lot. Like we 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 spent a whole season last season, y'all, praying for certain people to get taken off. So I just, for me, I was like, oh, right out the gate, it was a problem, and they fixed it. It's it's a little bit much, but I like it. I like it.
well,
I'm here for it.
she's been a problem for a
Get her
little
done.
while. And Cortland, to your point, I think most normal people would have done that, but we know Burke was super thirsty. She was super thirsty to prove her point, to prove everybody wrong. Probably wanted to go back to the captain. That's why she was recording it like, oh, I was right this whole time. You should have believed me or whatever. You know what I mean? She was just thirsty, and thirsty cost her damn life.
Yeah, poor baby. I mean, she acted like everybody, every other prosecutor or person we see. Stacy.
I actually
This
agree
is
with
why I like Raising
you.
Canaan, because it's different and they move the story forward. Yeah, I agree too. I do like that. It makes like, I was just like, oh, okay. I was here for it. The pace, you're right. Um, that's a big thing. I do like that. For it forever. This is Howard's second chance at life. I'm super surprised Um, what'd she say? I'm super
Maybe it's
surprised.
just maybe it's just supposed to say I'm super surprised.
Oh, so you that he's still messing around with her? Right. Blatant truth. Best scene ever. They did what Force didn't do with Claudia. Burke was annoying. Well, damn. Blatant truth. Well, damn. She said, "Get her out of here."
You were
And I'm
surprised.
not
Look,
gonna lie to
you
you.
were
I did
shocked, and
appreciate
they
it.
were
I
pleased.
she did annoy me. And you know what? I will say, for me, only having to really deal with her like one episode, I could appreciate that she was gone so quickly. I was like, well, there we go.
No, Cortland. I think Burke was
I don't
younger than
think
Seth.
Burke's dad.
I think.
Jeremiah. I don't know, because I think her dad thought she was crazy as hell too. So, but I mean, you may be right. Um, at Blatant Truth, speaking of the show that wasn't renewed yet. Oh, Force, it hasn't been renewed. Oh no, that's not
Mm.
good, because we do
We
know
know.
the other
We
powers
know
coming
stars
back.
would know.
Right. So yeah, y'all, predictions for next episode in our last little, 10 minutes while we here. Predictions for next episode. What do y'all think is going to transpire this season? I think I already saw some. Do we think Rock is going to live through the season? Because I'm getting the
That's
vibe that she's
right.
not.
He did. She's talking about Malcolm, and that's why he wanted to even
What?
find like get cool with Kanan, because that's the only
Oh, okay.
relative he has.
Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't know anything about that. Okay, so
Hmm.
he's sick. That would make sense, and why he might be turning over a new leaf. Cortland, after Raising Canaan, would you want to see Raising Ghosts?
Yeah, that would be. I think that would be dope. I think that would be a dope idea.
I would. I mean, it would. I would be open to it. I just think that they have to make it. What it can't be is basically us watching Tariq again. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's supposed to be Ghosts,
No,
like
yeah,
we've
it would be
already
dope.
seen it. But I
And then
wouldn't mind.
it would have to have a young Tommy in there, and we know it wouldn't be Tommy
That's
Pickens.
true. But then I think you would also have. You stupid. And then you would have your Angela and your, that would be a move. That would be cute. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be mad
that
at
would
it.
be.
But yeah. Well, thank you guys. I
Yes,
appreciate
thank
you
you, thank you.
sitting through and talking me through this episode. I'm sure that there'll be many more questions that I have for y'all, but I appreciate it. And if there's anything that you think of that I should know, please, by all means, y'all can slide in the DMs, or slide in the comments and let me know. But if you haven't already, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers who have jumped in, please make sure that you've hit that like button.
Make sure you comment
Make sure you subscribe.
and hit the notification bell. This delay, boy.
And make sure, I know it's delay is terrible. And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And hopefully we'll catch y'all next week with better internet. And yeah, we will be back to review episode 2 of Raising Caning next Sunday at 10 o'clock. Have a good night. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Look, I was like, I was in the tub. Yeah,